Hey guys, it's February 26th, 2016 here on the American Discovery Trail. This is a campsite. I forget what the name of it is. There's the Potomac. So we're about to wrap up the canal trail. Well, I'm shooting this video to do a review. Everybody on Trail Journals was kind of wondering about the durability of this tent. Thanks, Charles, for buying this tent from me. He's not a sponsor like per se from Nature Hike, which is the name of this tent. He's an individual sponsor, and so I always I love testing like budget tents, you know, out, you know, because I've dirtbagged so many miles, and hey, my gear has been not like the most. Piece by piece I've gotten nicer, lighter weight gear since 2012. My first long hike was the AT, and again I'm an 8,000 miler, multiple through hiker Florida Trail, PCT and AT. Second walk across America. I did one walk across America 2013 into early 2015. I think it was March. I started PCT on March 19th, finished about a week before that. Yada yada yada. Anyways, on with the review, guys. This is 15 or 20 denier nylon. It's $100 or so, kind of give or take a little bit. eBay, I've seen some of them go for 90-ish, free shipping, and then on Amazon.com, I think $115. You might have to do some shipping costs on Amazon, I think. It's basically a Big Agnes Fly Creek 2. I think more so a Seed House, Big Agnes Seed House 2 clone, because it has an interior pocket, kind of like I believe the Seed House has, the ceiling pocket. And the Seed House weighs around 3 pounds. When the Fly Creek is, I think, 2-person is more like 2 pounds 6 ounces-ish, something like that. So I've subjected this tent for 2 months to the most craziest. I've camped through blizzards. I've had it encased in a sheet of ice. I had a tent pole break, not last night, but the night before, because I got pounded by a thunderstorm and some really high winds that came in with the thunderstorm. This whole thing was just shaking. And the guy that bought it had a tent pole break in the same identical location. So there is a company that makes ultralight. You see the repair I made. It broke right up there at the hub. There's a company like they'll make you tent poles, and like a lot of them they already have the specs, like you know, and they're a little bit lighter tent poles. You know, somebody buying this tent might want to look at, you know, doing that. It's a little too heavy. It's over 3 pounds for the 2-person on this one, which is a little too heavy for 1 person, but a couple could make it work. But like I say, this is more for somebody who doesn't hike a lot, you know, and just be careful with the tent poles. You might be all right buying it like it is. Although I will say this, guys, you can almost buy 4 of these tents that, you know, for like the price of 1 Big Agnes Fly Creek 2, which is, I know at LL Bean it's for $380. If you got the $380, just buy from LL Bean and it's guaranteed forever. You know, I buy stuff when I can from LL Bean Outdoor Research. Vargo, I love my darn tough socks too. They sent me like, gosh, I think I'm on a first name basis with their warranty department. I'm always wearing out shoes and socks. Jansport, I wore out quite a few packs. They're a good company too. Bonafide lifetime warranties with all the above. I've never ran an Osprey pack, but I know they have a good, well, kind of, because some of the PCTers, the thru hikers said, oh, they wore out their Exos, which is the ultralight, you know, version of their packs. And they wanted to send them a heavier version. Oh, you're thru hiking, you need a heavier pack, yada yada. They need to fire that person at customer service. But anyways, that was what I'd heard. So I don't know if I'd want to, you know, deal with that person. But so we know all this stuff because everybody talks about gear and customer service on long through hikes. You know, I would never buy from Marmot, not for life. They let me down on my first walk across America. Curly over there is a politician. Oh, you know, oh, it's really not that durable. It's not designed for through hike. Yeah. We might give you 50% off. Yeah, kiss it, Curly. That's right, sir. They need to fire him too. But anyways, on with the review. Stake the back out here. Set this backside up into the wind. You know, and I don't have it guide out like you see the guidelines. A lot of hikers will, man, ditch those guidelines, those 3 extra tent stakes. You know, you can do that, but man, I found that, wow, when you can see I've got a little crooked. I don't think I set this thing up too good. I've been kind of lazy about that here lately. Like, I don't know. And so it's a good looking tent. We'll go inside now. It's cold. My hands are getting cold, and we're at 4 minutes. And I've also, the zipper has been acting up, and you can see right here, it's been getting off track. So anyways, it's like this thing's just really just, I don't know, all of a sudden it just, everything started acting up with it. A few issues with the toggles. This one's good, but I had that toggle break. Those are $1 for a package of them at Walmart, so not a big deal. The tent stakes are legit too. They're aluminum. You know, they're the V shapes, but they work. This is a tab that comes with it, like right here, Nature Hike. I opted to switch them out to a toggle, which makes it a much more easier way to zip it. Lots of room, I will say that, for this shelter. Wow, this is like a Taj Mahal for one person. It's cozy for a couple, but it's doable, you know. Like I say, see, I don't have the sides like winged out here, so with one person you don't really have to do that. But if you had two, you'd want to see the, you know, you'd want to pull that little, there's a little tab over there and run it over, connect it, or I'd say run string. So that's that. That's a wrap, guys. My most favorite $125 cheap shelter would probably be with, I mean, like mosquito netting, a floor. You know, it does use trekking poles. Is the Six Moon Skyscape Scout. I use that almost exclusively on the Appalachian Trail. I had problems with the zippers, and it actually had number 5 zippers. Basically, over time, zippers are going to go out, especially like the ultralight, like the Lightheart. You know, the Six Moon and Lightheart's very similar. And the Trekker's the lighter version of my tent on the Six Moon side. They just have problems with zippers. You'd be highly unlikely to finish a through hike with a Lightheart or Six Moon design tent, which most long distance hikers like myself that have 8,000 plus miles, they almost exclusively use tarps, or if they use a tent, it's generally a tarp tent, like a mid tent. One guy, Billy Goat, has used a Six Moon design Gatewood cape exclusively. It's like basically like a mid that you can also use as a poncho, you know. And it's $135, and if you made a bivy, like use a Tyvek ground sheet, doesn't have any bug protection, but you can buy a Serenity net. I think if I bought a shelter in the future, I'm having my Go Light Layer 1. It actually has a back panel, so if the rain, you pitch it to the wind, the rain won't blow in. I've got a bivy. I do like the Mountain Laurel Design Patrol shelter, which has a beak on it also. Really nice. So it's a little more expensive than, say, the Gatewood cape, but you like they say in the, you know, right up on it, no zippers equals freedom. You know, right now I'm having issues with the zipper too. So you know, and while we've got snow flurries and you get some bad, well, I got to go through Dolly sides too, like. So I was hoping not to change out to a tarp before then, but we're just going to go for it, you know. And so again, back to this shelter, you know, somebody just, I don't know if I would recommend it for a through hike, but the fabrics are much better than, say, like a $40 tents I've used that were made out of polyester. The Six Moon Scout is made out of polyester, but wow, it's very well constructed. So I will say that, you know, if the zippers do go out, they said, hey man, I called them about it when I got home from my through hike. I wound up just converting it into a floorless, netless, you know, I basically turned it into like a wild oasis without that little netting skirt, you know. And, you know, but they said they would do the zipper, like change it out free of charge, just charging for the zipper $4. Companies like Six Moon and Mountain Laurel Designs, they're going to stand behind you on your through hike. Now, years down the road, you know, you're probably on your own on paying for repair or whatever, but they, you know, the cottage companies, I try to buy from lifetime warranty companies when possible, so that I'm just, because I hike so much, and, you know, it's just one of those things. So I'm out of here, guys. Peace out. God bless America.